One of the biggest misconceptions is that we can make it in life without self-improvement. And when you think about that for a second, it's not something that's usually said, because your life moves by your actions. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody has probably said that, but their actions speak to it. You understand what I'm saying? Because you could just be having a simple conversation with a person, right? And if your journey looks like, okay, I'm improving, I'm stepping up, I'm doing what's necessary for me to move in a direction where my life could be more fulfilled and I can have my abundance, right? Think about this for a second. A person can look at you transforming into an exceptional individual. I'm sorry about the background noise, y'all. I'm outside. But that person can be just seeing you grow, and they ask you, how you doing it? But as soon as you tell them that you're meditating, that you're changing your perspective of life, your belief system has changed, you're unlearning to relearn, you're doing all this work, you're self-improving, you're reading books, you're elevating yourself day in and day out, you're doing affirmations, but you're being very intentional with the energy and things that you speak out in the atmosphere. You look at the source, God, however you preface that name, whatever you want to call it, you look at that different. It's just that some people will be like, they're instantly shy away from you because they know all what you're talking about requires them to improve. And then they don't want to do it. So they step back, and when you start to give them suggestions, start to give them information, tell them some of the things they have to do to get to a higher level of life, they start to be like, nah, I ain't got to do all that. That seems like that's just too much. I'd rather stay where I'm at. And trust me, they're not verbally saying this, but their actions is showing that they have no accountability for life. They have no accountability for what they want to do. They have no accountability for what they want to achieve. You understand what I'm saying? Because what you have to understand is your actions will dictate how your life looks. So if you're telling a person these are the things that you do on a daily basis, and you've come to make these habitual every single solitary day, these are the things that you do. And then when you're giving them that information and you're giving them suggestions of what to do to get to the point to where you're at, because you know this journey for you haven't been easy. It's been one of those journeys where it's just frustrating. You know, so there's been times you wanted to give up. It's been times you wanted to quit doing this, but you knew that this self-improvement journey for you was going to be the answer for all those things that you may have felt that you're having difficulties with. You understand what I'm saying? You stepped out on something called faith, and you did this. And you didn't just do it because you felt like, hey, things are going to happen. You trusted the source, the infinite intelligence, and you didn't know if it was going to come or not, but you just trusted that, and you stepped out and you started to do those things. You understand what I'm saying? But most people won't even do that because they don't trust themselves. They don't know themselves. They're strangers to themselves and don't even realize it. People, listen, this is what I want to tell you. The reason I create this page is because when you think about elevation, you think about something that's going to lift you up to a higher, thought process, right? So elevational soul food came from the facts that I'm a chef by trade. That's what I am. I cook. And I can cook my ass off, but the fact of the matter is this: I feel like I have a voice to give people food in that way, to mentally stimulate, to evoke something in them, to know that I must do something different. So the whole channel came from that perspective. I haven't did anything about food yet, but I will. I put a little bit of music on here, but it's going to get better and better. So please, like, share, subscribe. But the point I'm making is we have to feed each other in other ways other than just food. Physical food. Speak life into people. Give somebody something that they're in dire need of. Just a conversation where they tell them that they're great. They're going to have a wonderful day today. But understand this. In order to improve people, you must understand things have to happen in a process of way of understanding that you have to get better. Because if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. That's one of the things that you have to understand. And they say practice make perfect. We'll never be perfect, but practice is going to get you where you need to go. Continuously do those things that you want to achieve. Persist in the moment of, I already have it. Think that way and operate that way. I don't care if nobody think you crazy. Operate in the moment like you already have it. Like you're already at that point, that end point. When you start living that way, trust and believe all the things that you think in your mind will start to unfold and become true. Because the universe has to give it to you. Understand that. I love y'all. And like I always say, you got to see it different, do something different, and you'll definitely get a different outcome. You know what I'm saying? Keep your head up. Come outside and get some of this vitamin D. I love y'all. Till next time. Vows.